Hi everyone, I'm back, and today I am back with a Japanese candy making kit, and it's called marumete pandango. I should explain what dango is first. Dango is a kind of dessert. It's often eaten during holidays, and it's made out of rice flour, and it's similar to mochi. It has a slightly different texture. It's not as sticky. I'm not actually a big fan of dango, but I think if you grew up with it and it becomes nostalgic, then dango is a favorite. As 1, 2, and 3, great spoon that's labeled 5 cc's. Can you see that? Which I believe is a teaspoon. A mixing tray that looks very much like the tray that I used in my bonetti video. Almost exact tray, and a cup. The cup snapped off when I opened it, and 1 dango skewer. Packet number 1, and 3 scoops of level water. Use the spoon to mix it. And it doesn't really have any smell. Divide it into 2 balls and roll them so they're nice and round. So set your 2 rice balls aside. So there's the powder, and 1 scoop of water. And again, use the spoon to mix it. Form this into 2 equal-sized balls. One of them, divide it in half, and then divide it again into 4 pieces. So those will be the paws and the feet. Next, with the other ball, we're going to divide that in half as well. And then take one of them and divide that one in half, and those will be the ears. Pair of ears, I should say. For the remaining piece, we've got a pair of little oblong-shaped eyes. A little leftover piece, we'll make a tiny, tiny piece for the nose, and roll this last piece into a snake, and that will be the mouth. So there you go. You get the gist of it, right? So now it's just a matter of putting it all together. So there you got the little body. Take your skewer and impale your poor panda. So leave a bit sticking out because you're going to attach the head. Grab your other white ball and create your face. Here's my little panda head, and now I'm going to attach it to the rest of the body by just sticking it on the skewer like that. Ring! Here he is. He's actually a lot bigger than I thought he would be. Some of these kits tend to make really small candies, but this is actually pretty substantial, you know, if you look at the size of my hand. I forgot to mention that anytime you're making these kinds of kits, it's probably a good idea to wash your hands, particularly if you want to eat it, okay? So make sure you have impeccably clean hands. Packet number 3, 1, 2. So now that we have our panda, I'm going to dip it into our sauce. Oh, poor panda. And we're going to try it. Right, here we go. Itadakimasu. You know, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Once you get past the idea that you've been handling this dough with your fingers and shaping it into the shape of a panda, and now that you're consuming it, once you get beyond it, it's actually not too bad. And as long as you don't mind the texture. It's cold and damp, wet, and chewy, which doesn't sound all that pleasant, but it's not bad. Very similar to mochi. And this sauce, it tastes remarkably similar to the sauce that I've had before. Kind of soy sauce based, so salty, savory, salty, but sweetened. Definitely more sweet than savory. So we'll have another bite. It's not great, but I've certainly had worse things. And if you've had the original dango and you enjoy it, then you probably will like this because it's very similar. For those of you that never had dango in this kind of sauce before, you may not like it because you may not like the texture, and you might find the soy sweet sauce very unusual. Both the black part and the white part of the dango tastes exactly the same. There's no difference. And this actually has no flavor at all. Marumete pandango. So I recommend it if you care for dango and if you enjoy pandas. For novelty's sake, I think it's fun. It's just like one of these. It's kind of like that other Nerikyan, I believe, Japanese candy kit that I had where you shape candies into kind of polymer clay things. Similar. You just spend a lot of time shaping something into something else and then you eat it. If you're okay with that, then I think you'll really like it. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching and for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!